Breaking royal news, hidden drama behind Prince William and Kate Middleton's love revealed. Hidden drama. Everyone thinks they know this love story. University sweethearts. A future king and the woman who steadied him. But here's the shock. The strongest moments in Prince William and Kate Middleton's relationship were born not from romance, but from hidden drama few ever see. And once you understand that, everything looks different. From the very beginning, William and Kate's love unfolded under pressure. Not the glamorous kind, the quiet, suffocating kind. The kind that doesn't explode, but slowly tightens. They met at a moment when William was still emotionally unfinished. He carried the weight of his mother's loss, the expectations of the crown, and a deep fear of repeating history. Love did not come easily to him. Trust came even slower. Kate, on the other hand, entered his life without armor. She was observant, patient, and emotionally grounded. But stepping into William's world meant stepping into a family shaped by tradition, restraint, and unspoken rules. From the outside, it looked effortless. Inside, it was anything but. Early on, there was an unspoken test. Could Kate survive the pressure without losing herself? Could William love without retreating into emotional distance? Their first years were marked by quiet struggles, long pauses, and moments where walking away seemed easier than staying. The famous breakup wasn't a failure. It was a reckoning. William needed to know if he could choose love freely, not out of obligation or fear. Kate needed to know if she was being chosen fully, not conditionally. That separation, painful as it was, became the foundation of everything that followed. When they reunited, something had shifted. Not just commitment, but clarity. Still, the hidden drama didn't disappear. It evolved. Marriage did not remove pressure. It multiplied it. Suddenly, Kate wasn't just William's partner. She was a symbol, a future queen, a stabilizing force expected to absorb tension without showing strain. Every expression, every silence, every step was interpreted. William, now closer to the crown, faced a different challenge. Balancing duty with emotional presence. Being a leader while learning how to be vulnerable at home. This is where the real story begins. The royal family does not resolve conflict the way ordinary families do. There are no public reconciliations. No explanations. Tension is managed through silence, structure, and protocol. That environment can quietly erode intimacy if a couple isn't careful. There were moments when William and Kate felt the weight of that system pressing inward. Family disagreements that could not be discussed openly. Emotional fractures that could not be acknowledged publicly. Decisions made for the institution that carried personal consequences. Kate often found herself navigating invisible lines. Supporting William while protecting her own sense of self. Respecting tradition while quietly redefining it through her actions. Her strength was not loud. It was consistent. William, shaped by loss, struggled with emotional expression. He loved deeply, but not always visibly. The fear of vulnerability lingered. The fear that openness could lead to pain, or worse, loss. That dynamic created tension not because of lack of love, but because love required translation. One of the most significant sources of hidden drama came from family fractures beyond their marriage. William's relationship with his brother changed the emotional climate of the household. The loss of that bond was not just public. It was personal. Kate had once been a connector. A calm presence between worlds. As divisions deepened, that role became heavier. Neutrality became impossible. Silence became emotional labor. Behind palace walls, there were moments of grief. Not dramatic confrontations, but quiet realizations that things would not return to how they once were. And yet, through it all, William and Kate chose each other. Parenthood intensified everything. William was determined to give his children what he felt he lost. Emotional safety, stability, a sense of normalcy within an abnormal life. Kate shared that mission with fierce devotion. But protecting children inside the royal system is a constant negotiation. Between visibility and privacy. Between tradition and instinct. Between duty and boundary setting. There were moments when external expectations clashed with internal priorities. When one had to step back so the other could step forward. When compromise was not optional, but essential. This is where their relationship matured. Not through grand gestures, but through alignment. They learned when to close ranks. When to shield each other. When to say no quietly. When to let the noise pass without response. The hidden drama did not destroy their bond. It refined it. Over time, their love became less performative and more intentional. Less about appearances, more about trust. Less about public reassurance, more about private understanding. There were still difficult days. Still emotional weight. Still moments of exhaustion. But there was also growth. Kate's confidence deepened. William's emotional openness expanded. They became partners not just in duty, but in resilience. The public often mistakes composure for distance. In reality, composure is survival. Especially in a world where emotion is analyzed and intimacy is scrutinized. Their story is not about perfection. It is about persistence. About choosing steadiness over spectacle. About building something real inside a system that often prioritizes image over truth. The hidden drama was never about betrayal or collapse. It was about pressure. About learning how to love inside constraints that few could endure. And perhaps that is why their relationship endures. Not because it is untouched by difficulty, but because it has been shaped by it. Behind the calm smiles and careful appearances is a love that has been tested quietly, repeatedly, and honestly. And that may be the most royal love story of all.